Alright, welcome everyone to another rainy day of Green Hell and my first video back since rearranging things, buying some new equipment. So hopefully everything pans out quite right. I did do some testing, of course, but cannot test and verify everything is going to work exactly until you really get into doing some work. So we're back here. Of course, it's raining again. It's getting a little bit more common, but I haven't got to that point where it's raining non-stop. I did add a second water purification system over here, and you see it says dirty water. Even though it's completely full, the rain's refilling it, but I did load it up with dirty water to begin with, which started filtering down into here. Of course, rainwater filled this up, but also topped this off. So when you have at least some dirty water in there and then you get rainwater, it treats it as all dirty. But if you just get rainwater in there from the beginning, then you have clean water. It apparently just won't let you drink from the clean water because, of course, the mechanics to prevent you from drinking the dirty water. So I've actually got two of those now. I might take that one out that I first built just because of placement, being kind of in the way, really. But I don't know yet. I may leave it for the moment and just see. I really do not need like two of those because I'm right next to water. And I decided to make a new axe mold because, you know, well, axe cast, because I had extra iron. I still have plenty of iron at the moment. And this axe is getting a little bit lower, so I'm going to have that ready to go as a spare in case I'm out working and it suddenly breaks. Let's see. So today I want to do some more landscaping, I guess. I want to do some clearing of this area, try to free up some space, even though I really do not need the supplies from it. I just want to clear some stuff out so I can maybe have then like a log holder back here, some stuff like that. Give me some more room to expand this base out from what it is right now. Well, I finally broke my metal axe that I had, so here we go with a new one. Let's see how we're doing. 68% durability. So yeah, getting better, but you know, I make one at a time and use it for a while. It's not like the armor where you make 4 pieces in one go. So I've only cleared part of the area back through there, and I have a pile of bamboo logs, bamboo sticks, regular logs, some more long sticks, and most importantly, a carpet of palm leaves. So before I run out of room just to dump things, I feel like I need to start building something new. And the problem is I cannot get that to break. It won't let me break the main trunks of them. And I heard a big splash over here. So let me make sure I don't have a black caiman slipping up behind me. So one thing I did in the past at the fishing camp was build a bridge. Basically using the frames and putting roof tops on them because even though it would let me walk on the frame, I didn't want to trust it because I have so much bamboo. Let's see if I can get this to work. Actually, you know, the trees are in the way, but maybe we do it like this. No, not gonna work that way. I'm willing to build one just to see what happens. So I cannot get it close enough for me to walk out onto it. So it'd be something I'd have to run and jump. I'm not sure that's going to work. So that may not be an option now. But since I have so many leaves, so many sticks and logs, maybe I should clear some of this and use this area to start building some more stuff. Because I can save in here. I would like to have my fire in here. It just keeps bugging where I can't build on that. I could put a little, you know, sleeping mat there, get rid of this entire thing that I no longer need, and basically just have everything in this and turn this into a massive little storage area. I kind of like that idea. Well, that's interesting. It's doing a snapping thing with the leaf bed that I do not remember seeing before, like it's supposed to go into one of the little side chambers like that. Like it's snapping there. I've never had to do that before. Alright, we're going to start with a bamboo frame. I want to make sure it's kind of aimed in the right direction for that. I think what we'll do is we're actually going to put it like right here. I want to have it clear the water spot. So the idea is I'll build this going out that way, and I'll have the little angled shed parts that come off of that, giving me room for storage boxes in the back. And then I can find a spot for another weapon rack, or two maybe. And of course it's going to sit here and say I can't build it. I hope it is because of this. And I mean, I can't take the trunk of it out, but I can at least break this part. Come on. Hopefully that's going to fix it. Still does not work. Either it's because of the slope of the ground, which I really don't think is the problem, because at my original abandoned camp base, look, I've got something kind of in the way there, and it's acting perfectly fine. So it's either the slope or it's to do with this, which that does not look to be in the way. So I have a feeling it's got to be something with the floor level. Basically, the ground is too low. It can't fit there. So I messed up a little bit. I did a palm leaf roof because I was like, you know what? I got a ton of palm leaves. Let's use them up. And then I was also like, wait a second. Now that I've finished this, you know, I really should just use mud because I've got so much campfire ash. I need something to do with it. So I've got a mud wall and a palm roof for this one. I'm going to see, before I build any more walls on this, I want to make sure it's not going to give me problems going any further out with the basic frames, or with the, yep, see, all right, so it won't let me build that. It just says no. But if I do the shed, it works. Even though it crosses this pole on both of them, it works fine. Okay, that's finished. I'll just have that one stump sticking up because apparently you cannot remove them. And again, it is saying I cannot build here. So yeah, I know this is not really meant to be that big of a building game, but that just doesn't make sense. That it's like there's so many restrictions on some of the buildings. So that was a waste of effort, because that's not really going to help me much at all, doing it like this, where I just have this one side walk through. Like, what am I going to do? Walk through along here and have just the storage boxes there? I could do better than that with something else. So it's a good thing I saved right before I started tearing all that stuff out. And so it occurs to me, since I am still a bit limited in what I can do building wise, because of what it will allow to actually function right, I think it's time to start building just some other stuff. Now I've got a little cage trap over there. There's one across that way that's already here when you come into this area, but I have not built a bow trap or one of the spike traps. Now the bow trap, really good for protecting against the headhunters, but I just don't see them coming through here after me. I feel like what I want to do is maybe, because I do have jaguars and pumas in this area at times, maybe put like a trap somewhere around here that allows me to get like here and jump over and be like, all right, I'm done. Now, come get me, and boom, dead. And there we go. I have a killer trap in place. I'll go ahead and clear some more of the small leaves out of the area, at least so I have a nicer looking floor space, a ground area. So at the least, I've cleared this little area right here behind the anaconda next to my banana plant. I'm not getting rid of that because that's good sustenance right there. If I had maybe another banana plant nearby, or one of the, unknown orange fruit plants on this area, I would not worry about it so much. But, having a banana tree is very useful right here. So at least I have that area cleared. I cannot do anything else with this, because all I can do is chop the top palm leaves off. So now I got another pile going there. I've got those. I've got a bunch that fell in the water down there. I'm not even going to worry about it at this point. I really wish there was more options for getting rid of all the trees. Like setting a campfire and burning it down so that that tree is gone and you get a lot of logs from it. but more importantly, it's just out of the way. You know, like, okay, I'm stuck out here. I might as well make the best of it. Build like a little farming area, and hopefully we'll get some kind of farming option when the game goes full release, supposedly next month. Okay, so what if I build here with a bamboo frame? It does seem almost like it's expanding downwards on this part, but not on the shed. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We're just going to build like this. I'm afraid if I build it too far into the edge there, what will happen is it won't let me place the lowest piece of the mud wall. Okay, so now the problem is I'm hitting my head, and then it kind of wedges me under, which means if I build another piece right here, you see that is placing right like that, which means I'm going to be stuck underneath. So it does adjust to the height, which is nice, but it doesn't adjust based on height, like, oh, you're going to be stuck, so now I'd have to squat down to get inside, and when I place the walls down here, it probably will make it where I cannot place the lowest sticks or the lowest mud bricks to it. So that is yet another failed option that just honestly does not work. It should work better than that, and it really doesn't. Again, I know this is meant to be more about the survival element, and when the game goes for release, the focus is going to be obviously mostly on the actual story mode, because up to this point you just get the little tutorial part of it, and then it's survive as long as you can. So story is going to be the big thing for them in terms of full release, but I really hope they add some more fixes to the building bugs because of people who do want to be able to just go and survive and play the survival element. If they don't, then this is going to have a lot more limited of a replay value for people when there's only so many places to really build and there's only so much you can actually do with the builds. And I have a catch with my spike trap, my killer trap, as it's called. Obviously, it's a capybara killer, which is nice. So now I have hopefully an easier access of meat than having to go headshot a black caiman. There's just no really good options in this when it comes to building larger areas. Like, you are really restricted to building just as small as possible for everything. Like, I could put a roof on that, I could put some walls on that, and put a drying rack in there so it keep the rain off of it. But beyond that, there's really no good use for it. I mean, I can't even build that. I can't build that. I mean, I can't chop this down because it doesn't interact with it. So there's just so much missing on this in terms of real building capabilities. And I've got another capybara already dead. Yeah, I really do want to find a place that I could put another drying rack, because now having that killer trap right there is working wonders for meat production. All right, so with a lot of setbacks, a lot of, saving and then reloading and trying different things, I didn't get quite as much done as I really would like to have done today with the building. I did clear a lot of stuff out of the area, and I've got a lot of supplies for building, so now I just need to keep toying with certain things and finding some way to use all of these supplies, because obviously I'm not going to drag them off somewhere else for another base. Just go somewhere else and gather supplies there. But that is going to be it for this episode of Green Hell. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.